Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz TGIF, and happy Friday. We are discussing today Bitcoin's spectacular start in the world of futures trading. It's doubling, in fact, in a very short period of time. We're then getting the opinion of a partner at an investment firm who thinks we're going to see higher highs in the very near future for Bitcoin. Mike Novogratz, of course, remains bullish and is holding on to his seat on the Bitcoin train. Yoroi Wallet is also in the news as they have released a new wallet version. Let's take a look at the market to kick things off. However, we're sitting currently on coinmarketcap.com at $258.5 billion. That's down a little bit, a couple of $1 billion from yesterday. As you can see right now, we're being told that we're more or less flat, but you can see that we're slightly down because about 17 or so hours ago, we were higher. However, on the day, we're more or less flat in a 24-hour snapshot. Bitcoin right now at the time of this recording, $9,357 with a dominance of 65.9%. Don't forget about our crypto tag Zeus starter kit giveaway. Details about that at the end of this video. And here on altcoinbuzz.io, Deepika is covering Bitcoin's spectacular start in the world of futures trading, in which it has doubled. Q1 has been pretty good for Bitcoin so far. We've seen a 29% net growth in January, and that's pretty much a seldom thing to see as far as Q1s go, historically speaking. But probably more important than that 30% price hike is the fact that institutional interest is now spiking in Bitcoin. The aggregated daily volumes of Bitcoin futures have been growing consistently for the past several days as per data that has been compiled by Skew. When we took a closer look at the data shared by Skew, the total Bitcoin futures trading volumes seem to have doubled between the 25th and the 28th of January. Here at skew.com shared the following on the 29th of January, just a couple days ago. Futures volumes have been rising for 4 consecutive days as Bitcoin approaches the $10,000 mark. In fact, almost $25 billion, billion with a B, in Bitcoin futures were traded on the 14th of January, and this occurred in the light of the CME Chicago Mercantile Exchange Bitcoin options launch. So what does this mean as far as Bakkt is concerned? As Deepika points out, Bakkt really has unfortunately been a disappointment since the beginning, and it hasn't performed all that well more recently either. It seems to have failed miserably, in fact. In the last 10 days, not a single Bitcoin futures contract has been traded on Bakkt, and that's a very bad piece of news for its liquidity pool. Skew also covering that disappointing news. It's been 10 days since the last option trade on Bakkt. Today, Friday, January 31st, is a very important day because the CME Bitcoin futures are expiring, and this is a key event that has often acted as a short-term price indicator for Bitcoin. So far, looking at the market today, we haven't necessarily seen a lot of volatility at all, actually, but all we can really do is wait for the Bitcoin futures to expire and see which side the price settles on. Here we have Vanity Fair covering Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news, and they ask if the Bitcoin Gold Rush 2.0 is really just around the corner. After a whole lot of exposition here, you get to the real meat and potatoes of the article. Quote, "We are going to see higher highs on the price of Bitcoin in the very near future," says Nick Rose, an early investor in Bitcoin. Quote, "That spike is because of the Bitcoin halvening," which, as you all know, we've been talking about quite a bit lately. D.A. Wallach, a general partner at Time BioVentures, an investment fund that focuses on healthcare and life sciences, is tracking the underlying blockchain tech that allows cryptocurrencies to work. And he believes we're still a long way from seeing real practical applications for crypto, specifically Bitcoin, and that the massive social upheaval we were warned of will be, quote, slow and gradual. And maybe it's a good thing that we're in the early times, because that just speaks to how much more potential exists down the road from where we currently sit. However, this guy Wallach's got a bit of a different opinion. He feels that Bitcoin will never become a legitimate cryptocurrency that replaces the dollar, at least fully, or the euro. Instead, it will take a government to create a new currency, one that is implemented and managed in a safe and methodical way. I guess that's where we disagree, he and I. I don't really think the government is pretty good at creating or maintaining anything, personally speaking. Maybe that's just the libertarian in me, but that is my point of view. So a very rudimentary article here. All you really have is one person saying that we're going to see higher highs eventually. But I think it's pretty cool that this is being featured on Vanity Fair. I guess when they have time to cover subjects beyond makeup tutorials and winter fashions, it seems like they're delving into the world of blockchain and crypto and Bitcoin. Just a cool observation there I thought I would share. Here in other news on CryptoGlobe.com, we have billionaire Mr. Mike Novogratz, who explains, surprise, surprise, why he still loves Bitcoin. Novogratz is the founder, chairman, and CEO of crypto-focused merchant bank Galaxy Digital, and on Thursday, the 30th of January, during an interview, he talked about why he still loves gold and Bitcoin and why he prefers Bitcoin to altcoins from an investment point of view. He also talked about how his company invests and trades in the blockchain crypto space. From a macro perspective, he said the following, quote, "First, we got to get through this virus out of China, and it's getting worse. There's a lot of volatility on how bad things can get. We still don't know. Barring that, I think stocks are going to race higher this year. To me, the charts look like stocks could go parabolic." He also talked about stocks and call options. Quote, "If I'm wrong, it's not going to kill me." And so you can buy calls on NASDAQ, calls on S&P 500, calls on the Nikkei, calls on the DAX. If that story plays out, great. The risk of that is either growth really slowly or we get inflation. The former may be more likely. You can hedge that bet. But of course, Mike is in the cryptocurrency space, and here's his opinion on Bitcoin, which he prefers to altcoins for investment purposes. He said the following, quote, "Bitcoin had its bubble in 2017, admittedly, and now it's become an asset. It's a weapon in people's portfolio. It is a version of gold. In fact, we call it digital gold, and we're putting in plumbing all around the system to allow more and more people to buy it. It trades much better, doesn't trade like we're in a speculative bubble. It's grinding higher, it jumps a little bit, it recovers. There seems to be a bit under the mark, and so I'm thrilled the way it's trading. If it hadn't rallied during Iran, if it hadn't rallied during this virus, I'd be nervous, but it did, and so I'm getting confidence in the Bitcoin position." And here now is what Mike had to say about the rest of the projects, the altcoins in this space, beyond just Bitcoin. Quote, "We trade them. We don't have them as our core portfolio. We'll trade them both long and short. We're making big investments in the infrastructure around blockchain. I do think being a venture in this space makes a whole lot of sense. This is all early stage. Remember, the internet bubble was 1999. We didn't get a Facebook until the iPhone until about 2005, 6, and 2007. We're in that gap period, but tons of stuff being built, and it's an exciting space." You guys can check out the full and original interview here on Bloomberg.com. And finally, for today on altcoinbuzz.io, Yoroi Wallet releases new wallet version. They've launched a new version, which of course includes new features. Article here by David. So Yoroi Wallet, the light client wallet of the Cardano cryptocurrency, has announced the launch of a new product with more features. And according to their announcement, the improved version of Yoroi Wallet, the Yoroi Shelly extension 2.4.0, becomes available to Chrome and Firefox users following its release. Here's the announcement from just a few days ago, the 28th of January, courtesy of @Yoroi Wallet. Cardano's Yoroi Shelly extension 2.4.0 is now released to both Chrome and Firefox users. We have 4 new features part of this release. Here I guess they meant they are, but you can check out the full details here on YoroiWallet.com, your gateway to the financial world. And finally, for today, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, and without getting into it, we just wanted to alert you to the fact that Waves is now launching decentralized staking. We have this article here by Rachel. If Waves is a project that, depending on the sentiment, the appetite that you have out there, maybe this is worthy of its own deep dive. So let us know in the comments below if you'd like us to focus in more specifically and more precisely on Waves. If that is the case, we'll be happy to do so. But in brief here, they've just released an official blog post this Thursday, so yesterday, in fact, the 30th of January, announcing that users will now be able to earn passive income. And at the same time, the company disclosed that decentralized staking is the best way to stake your digital assets. Unlike centralized staking, of course, it is safe and provides users with total control of their assets. And that about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed this video. Tomorrow, Saturday, February 1st, is our giveaway. We are giving away another Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit. To be eligible for that prize, you got to make sure you are subscribed to Altcoin Buzz on YouTube. You got to like all videos. Between tomorrow's giveaway and the last one, you got to comment on a video, because we first select a video at random and then a comment and thus a winner at random. Best of luck if you choose to enter that contest. Best of luck if you choose to invest on this Friday. But once again, TJF. And as always, everybody, have a great end to your week. We hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.